Point 2. Maintain a healthy lifestyle. Nutrition plays a pivotal role in fertility. Incorporate a variety of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats into your diet. Regular, moderate exercise can help regulate your hormones and boost overall well-being. Stress can interfere with ovulation. Practice stress reduction techniques like meditation, mindfulness, or even enjoyable hobbies. Point 3. Maintain a healthy weight. Being underweight can disrupt hormonal balance, while excess weight can lead to insulin resistance and irregular cycles. Aim for a BMI within the healthy range for optimal fertility. Point 4. Avoid harmful substances. Smoking can decrease fertility in both men and women. Quitting is a major step towards improving your chances. Limit alcohol consumption, as excessive intake may affect hormone levels. High caffeine intake has been linked to reduced fertility, so consider cutting back. Point 5. Preconception health check. Before embarking on your pregnancy journey, schedule a thorough health checkup with your doctor. Discuss any pre-existing conditions, medications, or supplements you're taking that could impact fertility. Point 6. Stay hydrated. Drinking enough water helps maintain healthy cervical mucus, which plays a role in fertility. Point 7. Timing matters. It's important to remember that pregnancy might not happen right away. Continue trying during your fertile window, but don't stress if it takes some time. Point 8. Communication is key. Openly communicate with your partner about your feelings, concerns, and expectations. Keep the lines of dialogue open throughout the journey. Point 9. Seek professional help if needed. If you're having trouble conceiving, don't hesitate to consult a fertility specialist. They can perform tests to identify any underlying issues and recommend appropriate treatments. Conclusion. Thank you so much for joining us today as we explored these comprehensive tips for increasing your chances of getting pregnant. Remember, each person's fertility journey is unique, so be patient and kind to yourselves. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with others, and hit that subscribe button for more insightful content.
Step-by-step guide to in vitro fertilization, IVF. How IVF works. 1. Introduction. Welcome to our step-by-step guide to in vitro fertilization, or IVF, the groundbreaking process that's helped countless families realize their dreams of parenthood. 2. Step 1. Fertility medications. The journey begins with fertility medications, typically administered as shots. These medications stimulate your ovaries to produce multiple mature eggs. The goal, to harvest 10-15 eggs, a process that typically takes about 2 weeks until your eggs are ready for retrieval. 3. Step 2. Egg retrieval. Next up is the egg retrieval process, a brief procedure lasting 15 to 30 minutes. During retrieval, a doctor utilizes ultrasound guidance to insert a thin, hollow tube through your vagina and into the ovary containing the eggs. A suction device connected to a needle gently retrieves the eggs from each follicle. 4. Step 3. Fertilization. Now, it's time for fertilization, a critical stage in the IVF process. In traditional IVF, eggs and sperm are left in a laboratory dish to fertilize naturally. Alternatively, in intracytoplasmic sperm injection, ICSI, a single sperm is directly injected into the egg for fertilization. This method bypasses natural barriers, increasing the likelihood of successful fertilization. 5. Step 4. Embryo development. Once fertilization occurs, the embryo begins to divide its cells, eventually reaching the blastocyst stage, 5-6 days post-fertilization. At this stage, multiple embryos are carefully selected for transfer back into your uterus. 6. Step 5. Embryo transfer. The final step, embryo transfer. Multiple embryos are transferred back into your uterus with the hope that at least one will successfully implant and begin to develop. 7. Conclusion. And there you have it, a comprehensive overview of the IVF process, from fertility medications to embryo transfer. If you're considering IVF or simply curious about the procedure, don't hesitate to reach out to a qualified fertility specialist. Thanks for joining us, and we wish you all the best on your journey to parenthood.
Balancing Act, a guide for pregnant working women. Managing work while being pregnant can be a challenging but manageable experience. Here are some tips for pregnant women who are also working. 1. Communication with your employer. Inform your employer about your pregnancy in a timely manner. This allows them to make any necessary adjustments and accommodations. Discuss your plans for maternity leave and ensure you understand your company's policies regarding pregnancy and parental leave. 2. Schedule regular prenatal checkups. Attend all necessary prenatal appointments to ensure the health of both you and your baby. Communicate with your employer about these appointments in advance and discuss any necessary time off. 3. Flexible work arrangements. If possible, explore flexible work options such as telecommuting or adjusting your work hours to accommodate your changing needs and energy levels. 4. Take breaks and rest. Listen to your body and take breaks when needed. Short breaks can help alleviate fatigue and stress. Ensure you have a comfortable chair and workspace to support your changing body. 5. Stay organized. Use tools like calendars, planners, or apps to stay organized and manage your workload efficiently. Prioritize tasks and focus on what's most important to reduce stress. 6. Delegate tasks. If you have the opportunity, delegate tasks that can be handled by others. This can help lighten your workload and reduce stress. 7. Stay hydrated and eat well. Proper nutrition is crucial during pregnancy. Stay hydrated and eat balanced, healthy meals to maintain your energy levels. 8. Seek support from colleagues. Let your colleagues know about your pregnancy, especially if it may affect your work in any way. They can provide support and understanding. 9. Create a comfortable workspace. Make your workspace more comfortable by adding cushions or ergonomic accessories as needed. 10. Know your rights. Familiarize yourself with your rights as a pregnant employee. Understanding your legal protections can help ensure fair treatment in the workplace. 11. Plan for maternity leave. Work with your employer to plan for your maternity leave. Make sure you understand how your role will be covered during your absence. Remember, it's essential to prioritize your health and the health of your baby during this time. Don't hesitate to communicate openly with your employer, seek support from your colleagues, and make adjustments as needed to manage the demands of both work and pregnancy.
7 weeks pregnant, your baby's development. Although your baby's brain development will continue long after birth, the basic sections have formed. As the week progresses, the digestive system and lungs are also developing. Tiny facial features are also starting to take shape, and each little arm now has a paddle-shaped hand attached to it. Another important development this week is the formation of the umbilical cord. This cord creates a connection between you and your developing baby throughout your pregnancy that allows nutrients and oxygen to flow between you and also eliminates your baby's waste. If you have a prenatal checkup scheduled for this week or sometime soon, and have an ultrasound exam, you may have an opportunity to see and hear something amazing, a heartbeat. Don't worry if this isn't in your healthcare provider's plans quite yet. The size of the embryo at 7 weeks pregnant. Your little one is growing fast. At 7 weeks, the embryo is about the size of a small blueberry, about 0.3 inch long. For a visual idea of how things are developing inside your uterus this week, check out this illustration: placenta, yolk sac, embryo, amniotic sac, uterus, cervix. Mom's body at 7 weeks pregnant. The pregnancy signs and symptoms you may have experienced in the past weeks will probably continue, and some of them may become more pronounced this week. Although these symptoms can be tiring and annoying, keep in mind that you're just a few weeks away from your second trimester, when many of these symptoms may subside. One symptom you may be experiencing around this week of pregnancy is frequent urination. Hormonal changes and increased blood volume are to blame for this. Now that there's more fluid in your system, it means more for your kidneys to process, and as a result, more urine is produced. 7 weeks pregnant, your symptoms. At 7 weeks pregnant, here are some of the symptoms you may be experiencing. Excess salivation. You may notice more saliva than usual, often accompanying the nausea and vomiting of morning sickness. It may feel weird, but this is just another strange, yet normal part of pregnancy for many women. Food cravings or aversions. Feel like pickles and chocolate for dinner? Can't stand the smell of eggs even though it never used to bother you? Your food preferences and tolerance for odors may change during this time, and these changes are most likely caused by hormones. If you find yourself craving any non-food items, like dirt or chalk, talk to your healthcare provider right away. Nausea. Of all of this week's symptoms, morning sickness can be the worst. It's often in full effect at this stage, and it can make you feel absolutely miserable. Luckily, for many women it's likely to demester. Diarrhea. As if you needed another trip to the bathroom at 7 weeks, diarrhea is usually nothing to worry about. It may be one of the gastrointestinal symptoms, like constipation or indigestion, that you might experience due to fluctuating hormones. Try adding foods like applesauce, oatmeal, and bananas to your diet to help absorb any excess water, and stay hydrated, as diarrhea can lead to dehydration. Spotting. Light spotting at 7 weeks pregnant is considered normal, especially after sex. If you notice heavy or bleeding, call your healthcare provider. Cramping. If you feel mild cramps, what you're experiencing is quite normal. Your uterus is expanding, so some discomfort is to be expected. If the cramping is severe or long-lasting, or if you feel pain other than cramping, call your healthcare provider. Fatigue. You may continue to feel exhausted this week. Your levels of the hormone progesterone are quickly increasing, and it's this hormone that can make you feel sleepy.
Menopause and Hormonal Changes Guide Tips, Intro. Hey there, wonderful people. Welcome back to Healthcare Lover. Today we're diving deep into a topic that affects so many incredible women out there. Menopause and hormonal changes. Yes, we're unraveling the mysteries behind those 15 crucial points. So, grab a cup of tea, get cozy, and let's get started. Point number one, understanding the basics. Menopause is a natural biological process that every woman goes through, typically in her late 40s or early 50s. It marks the end of the menstrual cycle and fertility. But what exactly happens during this time? Let's find out. Point 2. Hormonal roller coaster. As women approach menopause, there's a significant drop in estrogen and progesterone levels. These hormonal fluctuations can lead to a variety of symptoms, from hot flashes to mood swings. Ladies, you are not alone in this. Point 3. Impact on mood and emotions. Hormones play a crucial role in regulating our emotions. During menopause, the hormonal imbalance can contribute to mood swings, irritability, and even anxiety. It's essential to acknowledge and address these changes. Point 4. The infamous hot flashes. The notorious hot flashes. We've all heard about them, but what causes these sudden bursts of heat? Stay tuned as we explore this in point number 4. Point 5. Sleep disturbances. Menopause often brings along sleep challenges. From insomnia to night sweets, getting a good night's sleep can become quite the struggle. But fear not, we'll discuss strategies to help you catch those Z's. Point 6. Weight gain and metabolism. Hormonal changes can affect metabolism, making it easier to gain weight, especially around the abdominal area. But fret not, we've got tips to help you maintain a healthy lifestyle during this phase. Point 7. Bone health. Estrogen plays a crucial role in maintaining bone density. With its decline during menopause, the risk of osteoporosis increases. Let's delve into how to support your bones through nutrition and lifestyle choices. Point 8. Memory and cognitive changes. Some women experience changes in memory and cognitive function during menopause. We'll explore these changes and share strategies to keep your mind sharp. Point 9. Skin and hair transformations. Hormonal changes can impact the skin's elasticity and lead to hair thinning. But worry not, we've got beauty tips to help you embrace and enhance your natural radiance. Point 10. Sexual health during menopause. Let's address the elephant in the room. Changes in hormones can affect libido and vaginal health. We'll discuss open communication with your partner and ways to maintain intimacy. Point 11. Managing stress. Menopause can be a stressful time, but stress exacerbates symptoms. Learn effective stress management techniques to navigate this phase with grace. Point 12. Hormone replacement therapy, HRT. For some women, HRT can be a game changer in managing menopausal symptoms. We'll explore the pros and cons to help you make an informed decision. Point 13. Nutrition and supplements. A balanced diet and specific supplements can alleviate menopausal symptoms. Let's explore the foods and nutrients that can make a positive impact on your well-being. Point 14. Exercise and its role. Regular physical activity can make a significant difference in how you experience menopause. Discover the types of exercises that can boost your mood and overall health. Point 15. Embracing the journey. Menopause is a transformative period, and embracing the changes is key. We'll leave you with empowering tips to celebrate this new chapter of life. Outro. And there you have it, folks. 15 points to demystify menopause and hormonal changes. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Healthcare Lover for more insightful content, and hit that notification bell so you know.
Intro. Hey there, amazing viewers. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we have a topic that's close to the heart, pregnancy and self-care tips. Whether you're expecting, planning to be, or just curious, you're in for a treat. Stick around for the top 15 points that'll make your pregnancy journey a breeze. Point 1. Mindful nutrition. First up, let's talk about nourishing yourself and your little one. Opt for nutrient-rich foods, plenty of fruits and veggies, and don't forget that hydration game. Point 2. Gentle exercises. Next on the list is staying active, but no need for intense workouts. Gentle exercises like prenatal yoga or a simple stroll can do wonders for your well-being. Point 3. Beauty of rest. Ah, the beauty of rest. Embrace those power naps and full night's sleep. Your body and mind will thank you. Trust me. Point 4. Emotional wellness. It's okay to have mixed emotions. Prioritize your emotional well-being, whether through journaling, meditation, or just having heart-to-heart talks. Point 5. Pamper yourself, pamper time, treat yourself to a relaxing bath, a prenatal massage, or whatever makes you feel like the queen you are. Point 6. Support system. Surround yourself with positivity. Your support system is crucial. Friends, family, or fellow mom-to-be pals. Point 7. Educate yourself. Knowledge is power. Educate yourself about the beautiful journey you're on. Attend prenatal classes, read books, and absorb all the information. Point 8. Regular checkups. Speaking of information, regular checkups are a must. Keep track of your and your baby's health with those scheduled visits to your healthcare provider. Point 9. Fashionable comfort. Who says you can't be fashionable and comfortable? Invest in maternity, wear that makes you feel good and accommodates that growing belly. Point 10. Hygiene essentials. Pay extra attention to hygiene. A healthy baby. It's the little things that count. Point 11. Positive affirmations. Daily affirmations are like a power boost for your mindset. Remind yourself of the amazing journey you're on and the incredible mom you're becoming. Point 12. Create memories. Capture those beautiful moments. Whether it's through a pregnancy photo shoot or a simple diary, create memories that'll last a lifetime. Point 13. Delegate tasks. Don't be shy to ask for help. Delegate tasks and focus on what truly matters, your well-being and your baby's. Point 14. Stay flexible. Plans might change, and that's okay. Stay flexible and adapt to the beautiful uncertainties of this journey. Point 15. Celebrate milestones. Last but not least, celebrate the milestones. every kick, every ultrasound. It's all part of your incredible story. Outro. And there you have it, the top 15 points for a happy and healthy pregnancy. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Until next time, take care of yourself and that precious bump. Sending lots of love.
6 weeks pregnant, your little one is developing new features. This week's most important milestone, the neural tube begins to close over what will become your baby's spinal cord. There's more. This week, the areas that will become the eyes and ears have started to project as bumps, and other tiny buds are forming that will eventually grow into arms and legs. A tiny heartbeat of about 105 beats per minute may be detectable in an ultrasound this week, and the brain and nervous system are also developing quickly. In fact, the nose, mouth, and inner and outer ears are just starting to take shape, along with the lungs. In just a few weeks, breathing tubes will form between the throat and the lungs, getting ready for your little one's first breath of air, and maybe a loud wail, at birth. The size of the embryo at 6 weeks pregnant. At 6 weeks, your embryo measures an average of 0.08 to 0.2 inches, about the size of a pomegranate seed. Take a look at the visual below to get an idea of how things are progressing inside your belly. At 6 weeks, when it comes to the embryo, things are starting to take shape. Mom's body at 6 weeks pregnant. This week, your breasts may feel tender or achy because of increased blood flow. This is a normal part of your body preparing for breastfeeding. Wearing a supportive bra can help with discomfort. You may also experience constipation because of an increase in progesterone, which slows down the digestive tract. To deal with this, exercise regularly, eat a balanced diet with high-fiber foods, and drink plenty of water. 6 weeks pregnant, your symptoms. At 6 weeks pregnant, here are some of the symptoms you may be experiencing. Spotting. It's not unusual to see some spotting at 6 weeks, but it should be light, not even enough to cover a small pantoliner. This implantation bleeding is normal, but if you see a lot of blood, if the spotting lasts longer than 2 days, or you have any concerns, be sure to see your doctor right away. Cramping. At 6 weeks pregnant, slight cramping can be normal. It's a sign your uterus and the surrounding tissues are expanding to make room for your baby. If you feel pain more severe than usual period cramping, especially if accompanied by a fever or diarrhea, contact your doctor immediately. Morning sickness. If you haven't yet had morning sickness, this may be the week it arrives. Morning sickness can happen any time of day or night. It may be triggered by certain movements, smells, an empty stomach, or nothing at all. Crackers and other simple, starchy foods can help, so keep a little something on hand for those random bouts of nausea. Exhaustion. You may feel completely exhausted due to pregnancy fatigue, and that's okay. As your levels of the pregnancy hormone progesterone are increasing, making you more and more tired, you may find taking naps can help. Some women also say that little snacks and some light exercise are effective in fighting off fatigue. Ways to help yourself feel a bit better. No symptoms. That's right, it's possible to be 6 weeks pregnant with no symptoms whatsoever. Every pregnancy and every woman is different. For example, some women never experience morning sickness, so if you're one of the lucky few, enjoy these nausea-free days without worry.
Teenage pregnancy is when a female under the age of 20 becomes pregnant. It is a global issue that affects millions of teenagers every year. Teenage pregnancy can have serious physical, emotional, and social consequences for both the mother and the baby. It is more common in low-income communities, where access to contraception and education may be limited. Lack of knowledge about sexual health, contraception, and healthy relationships can contribute to teenage pregnancy. Teenage mothers are more likely to drop out of school, which can limit their future opportunities and earning potential. Teenage fathers may also face financial and social challenges as a result of the pregnancy. The rate of teenage pregnancy has been declining in many countries, but it remains a significant problem in some regions. Prevention programs that provide education, counseling, and access to contraception have been effective in reducing the rate of teenage pregnancy. Support for teenage parents, including medical care, childcare, and education, can help mitigate the negative effects of teenage pregnancy.
Baby development at 50 weeks. Your baby is about the size of an apple. Your baby is around the size of an apple or a navel orange. It measures around 4 inches, 10 centimeters, from crown to rump. It weighs approximately 70 grams, which is equivalent to 0.15 pounds. Baby weight at 15 weeks is similar to the weight of 1 chicken egg. Your baby at week 15. Pregnancy week 15, fetal development. Your baby at 15 weeks pregnant has already formed all its vital organs, so now it's time to grow bigger and stronger. Among the milestones of week 15 of pregnancy fetal development is the beginning of bone ossification. The muscles are strengthening, and the bones are becoming harder. By now, the baby has longer limbs and can move its joints. Although it's not common, some women can feel baby movements at 15 weeks pregnant. Your baby is also practicing how to breathe outside your womb. She is actively drawing in amniotic fluid through her nose. It is getting into the upper respiratory tract, developing the lungs. The baby's skin is still very translucent, and small blood vessels are forming under it. Your 15-week fetus is also practicing other reflexes, such as swallowing and sucking. At 15 weeks of pregnancy, your baby is also looking much cuter, since its head is now proportional to the rest of its body. Their skin is getting covered in very fine hair, which is called lanugo and helps keep the baby warm. In the womb, a 15-week baby is also able to hear your voice. Make sure you talk to your baby constantly. How big is my baby at 15 weeks? Curious why your body is, probably, finally starting to look pregnant? It's because at 15 weeks pregnant, your baby is quickly growing bigger each week. He's as long as 4 inches right now and weighs around 2.5 ounces. Baby is looking more like a baby. With each passing week, your fetus is also looking more and more like the baby you're picturing in your dreams. By now, the ears are positioned properly on the sides of the head, they used to be in the neck, and the eyes are moving from the side of the head to the front of the face, where they'll soon meet your loving gaze. Sense of taste. Your baby is forming taste buds, and nerves begin connecting them to the brain. By about 20 weeks, your baby's taste buds will be fully formed. During pregnancy, molecules of what you eat pass through your bloodstream and make it into your amniotic fluid. But your baby doesn't actually taste what you're eating, so don't worry that they won't enjoy what you're having for dinner. Baby movement. Your baby's legs are growing longer than their arms now, and they can move all of their joints and limbs. Your active baby is moving constantly, though you can't feel it yet. Your baby's face. Your baby is looking more like a little person, with eyelids, eyebrows, eyelashes, nails, hair, and well-defined fingers and toes. If you could see inside your womb, you'd catch your baby sucking a thumb, yawning, stretching, and making faces. What's happening in my body? Your baby is growing quickly and comes with a lot of packaging, the amniotic sac and fluid, and their own food supply, placenta. You could start getting the odd jabbing pain on the sides of your bump. This is known as round ligament pain. Putting your feet up and resting can help. Your skin could also feel a bit itchy. It might help to use an unperfumed moisturizer, wear loose cotton clothing, and have a cool bath. If the itching gets worse, especially at night, talk to your doctor or midwife. 15 weeks pregnant lifestyle. Make sure you're getting enough calcium. Since your baby's bones are beginning to ossify, calcium is more important than ever. A prenatal supplement should be able to provide the calcium you need, but you can also increase your dietary intake for an extra boost. Monitor your weight gain. Drastic weight gain can be a sign of preeclampsia. Talk to your doctor if you think you're gaining too many pounds. Keep a healthy diet. You've probably made some healthy dietary changes in the previous weeks, and your 15 weeks pregnant diet should stay healthy. This will help you avoid excessive weight gain. Stay safe. Although it's advisable to exercise during your pregnancy, 15 weeks pregnancy precautions include avoiding contact sports or sports that carry a risk of falling, like horse riding. Go to the dentist. It might not be pleasant, but taking care of your teeth can actually lead to a healthier pregnancy. Women who develop gingivitis during pregnancy have a higher risk of complications, including preterm birth. Second trimester pregnancy symptoms at 15 weeks. Your pregnancy symptoms may include swollen and bleeding gums, pains on the side of your belly, caused by your expanding womb, known as round ligament pains, headaches, nosebleeds, feeling bloated, indigestion and heartburn, sore breasts, leg cramps, feeling hot, dizziness, swollen hands and feet, urine infections, vaginal infections, darkened skin on your face or brown patches. This is known as cloasma or the mask of pregnancy. Greasier, spotty skin, thicker and shinier hair. You may also experience symptoms from earlier weeks, such as morning sickness, a heightened sense of smell, mood swings, a white milky pregnancy discharge from your vagina and light spotting. Seek medical advice for any bleeding.
Teen pregnancy can have significant physical and emotional health risks for both the mother and the baby. Teenage mothers are at a higher risk of experiencing complications during pregnancy and childbirth, such as premature birth, low birth weight, and preeclampsia. These complications can have long-term health effects for both the mother and the baby, such as developmental delays, chronic health conditions, and even death. Furthermore, teenage mothers may experience emotional and mental health issues during and after pregnancy. It's important to educate young people about safe sex practices and contraception to prevent unintended pregnancies. Providing comprehensive sex education that includes information about contraception and healthy relationships can help young people make informed decisions about their sexual health. It's also important to provide access to affordable and effective contraception options for teens who choose to be sexually active. Teen pregnancy can have significant physical and emotional health risks, but with education and resources, we can help prevent unintended pregnancies and support pregnant teens in maintaining their health. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this.
The size of the fetus at 16 weeks pregnant. At 16 weeks, your fetus is now the size of an apple. Your little one could be more than 4.5 inches long, crown to rump, and weigh close to 4 ounces. How big is my baby at 16 weeks? Your baby now weighs in at a whopping 3 to 4 ounces, and is 4 to 5 inches in length. The backbone and tiny muscles in your baby's back are gaining strength, so she can straighten out that head and neck even more. Thanks to those developing facial muscles, your baby is capable of making a few expressive frowns and squints, even at this early stage. Baby's beautiful eyes are finally working too, making small side-to-side movements and perceiving light, although the eyelids are still sealed. Delicate baby skin. Your baby's skin is thin and translucent. It will thicken and develop as your pregnancy progresses, but will continue to be almost transparent for quite some time. And here's the skinny on baby skin. It's practically translucent now, so if you took a peek inside your uterus, you'd be able to see your baby's blood vessels under that thin skin. Scalp patterning. On your baby's scalp, hair follicles are forming a pattern that will remain for life. This patterning sets the stage for how your baby's hair will grow. New hair follicles don't form after birth, so babies are born with all the hair follicles they'll ever have. Heart at work. Your baby's heart is now pumping about 25 quarts of blood each day, and this amount will continue to increase as your little one develops. Baby will soon hear your voice. Listen up, tiny bones in your fetus ears are in place, making it likely that baby will soon be able to hear your voice, or something like it, when you're speaking. Generally, babies fully develop the ability to hear in the womb by 18 weeks of pregnancy. During its 16th week of development, a fetus will be starting to form facial expressions, and its nervous system will be growing. Your body at week 16. Rapid growth. At 16 weeks pregnant, your uterus is growing at about the same pace as your baby's. It's getting to the point where you may not be able to hide your pregnancy anymore, even if you wanted to. Your 16 weeks pregnant belly. At 16 weeks pregnant, you may now be at the stage where your bump clearly has a baby in there. Your pregnancy weight gain. It may be hard to watch yourself gain weight during pregnancy, even when you know there's a wonderful reason for it, but try to embrace your body's new shape and think of every pound you put on as a sign of good health for you and your baby. Nasal congestion. 16 weeks pregnant, your symptoms. At 16 weeks pregnant, here are some of the symptoms you may be experiencing. Skin changes. You might have heard about the pregnancy glow, and now it might be your turn to experience it. Increased blood volume in the blood vessels and pregnancy hormones causing more oil production can make pregnant skin look flushed and dewy. Nosebleeds. At 16 weeks pregnant, nosebleeds can be an issue for some moms-to-be, and might be caused by increased circulation and higher levels of hormones. Lower back pain. This is one of the most common symptoms that can strike when you're pregnant, and it's good to have some strategies to avoid or lessen the discomfort. For example, take warm baths or showers, stretch regularly to help your hardworking back muscles relax, pay attention to your posture, and wear low-heeled shoes. Dizziness. Round ligament pain. As your amazing uterus grows, the round ligaments that support it are thickening and stretching. Breast changes. Pregnancy headaches.
Title: 27 Foods to Avoid During Pregnancy. Introduction. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're discussing crucial information for expectant mothers. If you're pregnant or planning to be, it's essential to be mindful of your diet for a healthy pregnancy. Point 1. Raw seafood. Raw seafood, like sushi and oysters, can pose a risk of contamination with harmful bacteria or parasites. Opt for fully cooked options. Point 2. High mercury fish. Avoid high mercury fish, such as shark, swordfish, king mackerel, and tilefish. Mercury can harm the developing nervous system of the fetus. Point 3. Undercooked eggs. Ensure that eggs are fully cooked to avoid the risk of salmonella infection. Point 4. Raw or undercooked meat. Raw or undercooked meat may harbor bacteria or parasites. Cook meat thoroughly to eliminate these risks. Point 5. Unpasteurized dairy. Unpasteurized dairy products can contain harmful bacteria like Listeria. Stick to pasteurized options for safety. Point 6. Excessive caffeine. Limit caffeine intake to avoid potential complications. Opt for decaffeinated beverages when possible. Point 7. High sugar and processed foods. Excess sugar and processed foods contribute to unnecessary weight gain. Focus on whole, nutrient-rich options. Point 8. Unwashed produce. Ensure thorough washing of fruits and vegetables to eliminate any potential contaminants. Point 9. Alcohol. Alcohol can cause developmental issues, so it's best to abstain during pregnancy. Point 10. Artificial sweeteners. Some artificial sweeteners may have uncertain effects during pregnancy. Choose natural sweeteners in moderation. Point 11. Deli meats. Deli meats may carry the risk of Listeria contamination. Heat them thoroughly before consumption. Point 12. Soft cheeses. Avoid soft cheeses like feta, brie, and blue cheese, as they may harbor harmful bacteria. Point 13. Excessive vitamin A. High doses of vitamin A, found in some supplements and liver, can be harmful during pregnancy. Point 14. Raw sprues carry a risk of contamination, so it's advisable to avoid them. Point 15. Unwashed hands and surfaces. Practicing good hygiene, including washing hands and surfaces, helps prevent foodborne illnesses. Point 16. Excessive salt. High salt intake can contribute to fluid retention. Opt for balanced sodium levels. Point 17. Herbal teas. Some herbal teas may have adverse effects during pregnancy. Consult with your healthcare provider before consumption. Point 18. Excessive intake of